it was an experiment that I've never tried door knocking in my life. I have been a sales rep, but I've never done door knocking. 6 months of being there, trying to keep sales up, and the stress and the pressure of every single day going to these doors, I was almost taken in by people into their homes. I had people trying to take me into their cars. I asked my boss if I could carry because I'm a concealed weapons carrier, and he said you cannot carry on the job. And that about broke my heart, and I said, I guess this job isn't for me, and I turned all my stuff in and I walked away from the job because it wasn't safe for me. I couldn't do it anymore. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to walk away from this job, what is one thing that everybody hates? They hate yellow dandelions in their yard. And that's what every door I went to. Well, you have dandelions. You have the most worst weeds in your yard. That's going to spread everywhere. We need to take care of it now. And I hated that sales pitch because I hated demanding. I don't like demanding things. I'm always a person of, if you want it, try it. If you don't want it, I accept it. I've always had that about me. I don't like forcing people into things. So with being on the last day of my door knocking, I was in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and I'm sitting in my car eating lunch on the side of the road the day before I quit. And I'm going to quit, but what are dandelions good for? So I Googled it, and Google came up with dandelion wine. And I went, what the heck is dandelion wine? As my family loves wine, but they go to a place down in Chicago and get cases of a certain wine that's a grape wine, and then they bring it back up and they drink it all year. And if I touched it, I got yelled at. Of course, I was always underage. So trying to go ahead and figure out, and like, dandelion wine. I'm 19 years old. I can't drink alcohol. I didn't know if it was legal to make alcohol. And I didn't have a job, and I was like, you know what? We're just going to experiment with this. I got home and I looked at my aunt and said, get in the car. We're going to a winemaking place and we're going to buy all the equipment. We're going to make it. So I ended up making it, and wine takes months to make. So within this time period of me making this wine, I'm working at a coffee shop. And since my first batch was a really small batch of wine, it actually was done faster than I anticipated. And the coffee shop I was working at had a guy there that also made wine in town. He was very familiar with it. And when I brought up I was making wine, he goes, you gotta bring me in a bottle. So I did. And he goes, this wine is pretty good. Granted, he had his own opinion a little bit on it. He goes, now have you tried the jelly? I said, I didn't even know about jelly. I just attempted this and looking at other jobs that I could be trying to get into around. And he goes, you gotta make the jelly. So I made the jelly, which was the clear dandelion one, which is all the way toward us. And that came out spectacular. I was like, this is so good. It tastes like honey. And there's no honey in it. It was quite an amazing experience.